All right, everyone. A huge new patch just dropped for the Elden Ring mod Nightreign. And let me tell you, it is a total game changer. So today, we're going to break down patch 1.0 2.2 because it's doing way more than just adding new stuff. It's pretty much redefining the entire meta. Seriously? This patch is so big, it's going to feel like a whole new game. So here's the plan. We'll kick things off with a massive new game mode. Then we're diving straight into the combat changes that are absolutely going to make you rethink your favorite build. After that, we'll get into some of the under-the-hood tech updates and, of course, the bug fixes that I know you've been waiting for. Okay, first up, let's get into the big one, the headline feature everyone is talking about, a brand new, totally free game mode called Deep of Night. And trust me, this thing promises to push even the most seasoned players to their absolute limits. So this is not just another boss rush, okay? This is a true endgame challenge. Deep of Night throws you up against these mutated, hyper-aggressive enemies and hits you with new gameplay modifiers just to keep you on your toes. And the reward? Well, you can find all new weapon variants. But here's the catch. The deeper you go, the higher those depth levels climb. And believe me, it gets way, way more punishing. So you might be asking, how are you supposed to survive all that? Well, that's where Depth's relics come in. This is a whole new category of gear, and get this, you get 3 new dedicated slots just for them. This is where the build crafting is going to get absolutely wild. We're talking incredibly specialized, powerful loadouts made just for this mode. And hey, those new builds, they aren't just for the new mode. This patch completely overhauls the core combat system. So yeah, it's time to talk about the new meta. You know, the devs went on an absolute buffathon with this patch. I mean, look at this. It's pretty clear their goal was to make a lot more playstyles viable. The Guardian, Wylder, Raider, Recluse, Executor, they all got some pretty significant upgrades. The Duchess is the only one who saw a mixed bag of changes, probably to, keep her power in check. So let's take the Guardian, for instance. This class is now an absolute powerhouse. You're getting more strength and dexterity with every single level up. Your Steel Guard passive, it's got a wider defensive arc now, and the Wings of Salvation ultimate has more range. I mean, this class is just better at, well, everything it does. And hey, Wylder and Raider mains, you've got a lot to be happy about too. The Wylder's Claw Shot now has increased poise during the cast, which means you're not going to get interrupted nearly as often. And for you Raiders, Great Axes and Hammers now inflict way more stagger damage. You'll be breaking enemy stances with ease. It's awesome. And look, it's not just us who noticed this stuff. The press is calling this one of the most generous patches, well, ever, in terms of making so many different builds feel more powerful, and more importantly, making them feel more viable for that tough endgame content. But, okay, it wasn't all just buffs. To bring back some balance and, let's be honest, prevent some totally broken builds, the developers put a hard cap on the stacking effect of certain powerful passives. I'm looking at you, Power of Vengeance. Before, you could stack these to just abusive levels, but now there's a ceiling. All right, so it's not just the combat that got an overhaul. This patch also brings a ton of system-level changes and quality-of-life updates that just make the whole game feel so much smoother. Okay, you're gonna love some of these. The Holy Attribute icon is finally easier to see. Your summoned spirits are more transparent now, so they won't block your view in a crazy fight. And you can even pass right through friendly spirits like Helen and Frederick. Oh, and for all you online players, you won't get penalized for a disconnect anymore if you manage to rejoin the session. How good is that? Now this next one, this is a change that's aimed squarely at let's say, a specific community behavior. To discourage all that rune farming, the damage you take from the Knight's Tide after you beat the second Night boss has been cranked way up. So yeah, maybe think twice before you decide to linger for too long. All right, now for the part I think we've all been waiting for, squashing the bugs. Let's dive into the fixes that are going to save you from those Oh man, this is probably one of the most satisfying fixes in the entire patch. Guardian players, you know the pain. Having your Wings of Salvation ultimate get unfairly interrupted right in the middle of the animation, well, that's fixed. The art is now unstoppable, just like it was always meant to be. Yes! Duchess players, you're going to feel this one immediately. That super annoying bug where a backstep would just eat your next ability input, it's been squashed. Your commands now queue up correctly, which makes the Duchess feel so much more fluid and responsive. It's a huge improvement. And the list just keeps going. We've got key fixes like correcting the Wylder's greatsword post-attack delay and stopping the Recluse's magic cocktail from misfiring, thank goodness. On top of that, allies won't clip through tombstones anymore, rare weapons actually show their proper rarity, and best of all, if you're on PS4 or Xbox One, you should see some real performance improvements. It's just a much more polished experience all around. So there you have it. That's the full breakdown of patch 1.02.2. We've got a new game mode, a massive overhaul of class balance, and a ton of crucial fixes. With so many classes getting buffed and all these new relics to play with, the big question now is, what build are you going to take into the deep of night to conquer this new meta?